what's up guys? You're watching Andy&Rapha's tech channel in China, and today we are here with a new video for you guys. We are driving the SAIC Volkswagen ID.4X and going to do another presentation of the car. We do interior, exterior and test driving for you, so let's go.
Okay, so we have arrived now here in Shanghai at the seaside in Fengxian, and I'm going to introduce you the new SAIC Volkswagen ID.4X. The ID.4X is a bit different from the international version. This one is just available here in China. This is a mid-sized SUV, and it's also a full electric car. So to also give you an overview between the ID.4X and the ID.4 Crozz international version, here you have a photo comparing both models. As you can see, there is not a lot of difference. So the car is a little bit longer in the dimensions. This car is 4.6 meters long and the height is 1.6 meters. In the international version it's a bit shorter, but just a few millimeters. What I also really like about the ID.4X is that from the front it looks very sporty. Especially the headlights here, they look very, I don't know, aggressively shaped. But I think it's really cool because so it looks more sporty and sleek than the international version. Also here from the side you can see the door handles. They are flush to the surface. Nowadays it's super cool, you know, to have it when they come out. But here in this version you just press on it and you know it doesn't come out. It's pretty cool. This one is your battery charging point. You press on it and you have two options. You have the A0 option or the DC option. The DC option is for the fast charging. That means you can charge your car within 45 minutes up to 80%. So that's super fast. When you go for a lunch or for a dinner, charge it quickly and you come back and you have a fully charged car. Coming to the back of the car, the difference here is the lights are also very different to the international version. They are sharper. The back, the bumper looks also different, and you have here the X to show this one is the ID.4X. So with this car you can drive around 400 kilometers. ID.4X offers three versions, 400 kilometers, 520, or the premium version, the best one, you can drive up to 550 kilometers. What is pretty cool now, we are driving very long with this car and we can feel it's super efficient. I don't know, we drove around for 4 hours already and we are still on about 65%, so pretty good for the distance. Okay, so now introducing the wheels. This one is 20 inches, but you can also have the bigger version for 21 inches. The rims are made out of aluminium and you can see the rims, they look also very futuristic and very sporty. The ID.4X comes in 5 different versions. What is great about this car, the smallest version costs just 200,000 RMB, which is about 26,000 euro, and the best version costs about 270,000 RMB. This is around 35,000 euros. So it's very affordable. What about this car? This one is the medium version and it features a 125 kilowatt motor in the back. Of course you have the options also to get a 150 kilowatt motor. Moreover, the best version features 2 motors, 150 kilowatt in the back and the 80 kilowatt one in the front. So with that one you are super powerful. However, all these versions, they have a maximum speed of 160 kilometers per hour.
Alright, thank you Andy for doing the exterior part of the ID.4X. So we're now here back in the former French concession at the same place where we already shot some videos. And I just want to say, let's do not talk too long, let's jump into the car and talk about the interior.
Okay, So let's talk a little bit about
Nice,
the
right?
interior here.
Absolutely.
It looks nice.
What I really like about is this difference here to the international version. They have this beautiful stitching. Gives it a very sporty look. Also, everything is soft touch in here, so it's not just like, you know, hard plastic. Feels nice. Also here, this part is soft. It's not leather, but it's a really soft and nice material. Feels decent. And another thing which is different to the international version is the center console in here. So we get those two closures in here. So we have nice way to close it down. You can open it up. You have the possibility to charge your phone in here. However, we have iPhone 11s and 11 Pros, and it did not work so well. Maybe it's the iPhone, maybe they need to work a little bit on this one. Anyways, you get two USB-C chargers in here. So this is what we used so far with to charge our iPhones and to use Apple CarPlay. Double cup holder, exactly, with flaps, so everything stays secure.
You have a small little secret storage space here for your key.
And for your cables. Exactly.
Can you open this one here as well? I think so, right?
Yeah, so standard center console, nothing special in here.
This one is cool, the stitching here.
Exactly.
It's the ID.
They did really have an eye for all those details. Really have a lot of little gimmicks in here. So Andy, maybe you can just film down here.
Yeah,
so
cool.
If you see
cool.
The two pedals, so one is a play button, one is a pause button. Nice detail. You don't really need it, but it's a nice thought of Volkswagen here. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but it's also quite cool here is about the gear control, right?
Exactly. So basically, if I want to drive, I have to push the brake pedal, and then I can switch here the driving mode. So maybe you can come a little bit here to see the ID from the front side, or I can do it. So basically, if I switch it to drive, you can also see this LED light over there is starting. So I'm in D mode. If I go one more time, I switch to B mode, which basically has a stronger recuperation mode. So it's basically interesting if you drive downhills. So you can basically charge your car. And if I go halfway back, I switch to neutral. And if I go full back, I go to reverse mode, automatically switching into the camera mode here. You can see surround view. And yeah, quite nice. And if I want to stay, just press back here on parking.
That's pretty cool. I have also heard, right, when you enter the car, you don't even need to press the start engine button. It starts automatically. Exactly.
So you have your key in your pocket, and you just sit in the car, and as soon as you have put some weight on the seat, the car is basically ready to go. The only thing you have to do, as I said, like hit the brake pedal and then go into drive mode. Air conditioning also starts from that point on. What we can talk a little bit here is from the driver's perspective. Well, this is the steering wheel in here. Those buttons are all virtual buttons, so the surface is not equipped with single buttons in here. So it's basically like an iPhone display. So you push it here. You have this haptic feedback, but this is just one surface. It's the same over here. So we got here the first edition of the ID.4X, and then coming over here you got your light controls in here. So basically auto mode. You can also control your windscreens, rear heating and front heating, and air condition for the front screen. And here you got your mirror controls. There's one feature I personally don't like, is that you only have two control buttons for the windows. So if you want to switch and control the rear windows, you have to press on this button in here. So it's also a virtual button. And now I can control the rear windows. And if I press it again, I can control the front buttons. So I don't like it. I like to have 4 full buttons for those controls.
It's true, right? You're pretty used to it. Like 100% of cars, they have 4 buttons there, and then
especially if you want to talk to someone fastly and you're not used to it. But well, I think it's a thing where you get used to it. So maybe you can talk a little bit about the seats.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to get off or yeah? Okay, sure.
Let me get off there.
Thank you. So those are the seats, microfiber material, 6-way positioning, massage function as well. Seat heating in the front, no seat heating in the back. And what we basically have is a microfiber material. We also have this double color stitching in here, which I really like. Gives it a sporty feel. And the seats, I have to say, very comfortable. Big compliment to Volkswagen here. To be honest, Andy and me, we have been driving in Shanghai for 9 hours, right? 2 days ago.
About 9 hours.
To find like a nice place to film, because we have Dragon Boat Festival, so the city was very crowded. And therefore it was not the best place. It was hard to find a good place for filming, so we've been sitting in the car for the whole day. A lot of traffic jam, and the seats were very comfortable. And maybe you can film the outside here with the controls a little bit.
Let me quickly show you here a little bit. You have one button here for the massage function. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. Then of course the normal buttons, right, to adjust.
Incline.
Lean back. Or here the seats go down, go up. And here...
Yeah, you have this lumbago support.
Exactly, lumbago support.
Really good for me and for you as well. We are both tall. And
Exactly.
we do not have the most healthy back. So...
Yeah. What else do we have here?
we should talk about the beautiful panoramic roof in here.
For sure. So the panoramic roof, let me show you from the outside.
It's huge. It's really, you can see it here. We have the GoPro on the roof, so you can really see how big it is. Gives you a lot of space.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. And you have a roll up in there, so you can completely cover it. So I'm gonna take it a little bit. Maybe you can film it from the back, and I just close it a little bit. So we need to be careful that we do not hit our GoPro in here. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think I have to. Yeah, no, I think it will work. Exactly. So here it goes. I will stop it, and we do not want to hit our GoPro and go back. Roll back in. It's completely dark, so you can really black out. So yeah, now coming to the infotainment system. As we said, we have two screens. We have the called ID screen in the middle, the driver's information screen, small one, and a big infotainment screen here in the middle.
This one is 12 inches, I think, right? Or is it the 10-inch version? Because we have two versions. You can get the one with 10 inches or the one with 12 inches. Exactly. So, yeah, you can have a lot of different functions on your info screen. You can call people. You can have multimedia, meaning about, you know,
radio, your
Bluetooth,
connect your smartphone and so on. Like nothing special in here. You can see your
navigation. Let's have a quick look into here.
Exactly. So we have switched it to English here.
Exactly. You can also connect your iPhone, right, and connect the map directly.
Yeah, with like Apple CarPlay. So
Apple
we used
exactly.
a Baidu function, like here in China we use Baidu, not Google. And then you have all the vehicle information in here.
Exactly. This is quite cool as well. Let's load it up. Yeah.
So you can have the full control. I like it. That looks really cool. Exterior lights. You have the animation that we're gonna show you right now in the dark. It looks really cool what Volkswagen did here. So if you lock the car or unlock the car, you get this little light show going on. Looks nice, right? It's beautiful. We did it when we washed the car.
Looks amazing. What is quite cool, did you notice that? So when I come closer with my hand, you can see the details.
Yeah, it's like the display wakes up, right?
Exactly, so it knows I'm gonna do something on the display now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can check about your mirrors, about your headlights, about the tires.
Exactly, and then you can go to the rear side.
Exactly, you can also do for the charging, right?
Exactly.
How much is left. You can add a position on your
charging
map, yes.
points.
The status of your car, the tire pressure, the service, all okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and different data.
Different data, exactly. So what is also nice, you can do the interior controls as well. So we go into the side. I like this animation. It's very fluid,
it's quite
right?
cool, yeah.
So you do cockpit. You can do all those driving related information. You got smart lights that you can control the brightness inside the cars, and the smart light basically is here, this LED at the front, which gives you a lot of information. It's hidden inside here. You can see that really interesting feature. So it gives you a lot of information about, like, you're turning right, you have to turn right, you have to turn left. If your GPS system tells you that, it's going to give you an animation that you have to turn left or right. If you charge, it's going to pulse. If you get a call, it's going to be a little bit different. So we have a lot of those information. So we can go back. Don't want to like get into too many details here.
Let's go back to the main menu then, right?
Exactly. We have memory seats, so that we can adjust as well. Ambient light.
That's quite cool. We're going to show you that now as well. We have another shot of this one, so you can really change the light.
Yeah. So the ambience lights. Here you can see the animations. We also shot this one in the at night. Yeah, here you have a lot of different color schemes. Exactly.
But we have to shot.
It's really cool actually for a car that is like in a medium or entry level positioning. Like the ID.4 is really cool feature. I like it. Yeah. What else? You have different users. Sound controls for your media, equalizer. Yeah, so basically all the car information we have in here. Of course, if you press on those buttons in here, you have all the controls, like you have the driving assist you can adjust in here.
Lane keeping system, so it keeps in the lane.
Exactly, and you get this warning lights here as well in the mirror.
Then we have the lane change system, where you can turn all this function on or off.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of options.
What is the other one here?
Yeah, we have the driving modes, of course.
The driving mode, exactly. Eco, Comfort, Sport, or you can customize it how you want it. Let's see quickly if you go.
With the Sport mode, I mean, we have the 125 kilowatt. It feels sporty.
Exactly.
In the city, you have fun while driving. The suspension of this car is quite sporty.
It is quite sporty. It's
so
quite
hard.
We have a quick video we're going to show you now when we drove a gravel road.
Yeah, that was a bumpy ride for sure. And so it's like really like a sporty feeling. Even though we have a high weight, we have 1.9 metric tons of weight. Yeah. So we are basically sitting in a heavy car, but yet it still feels sporty. So it doesn't feel like. Also, like if you do curves or you know, like U-turns, it's awesome. And an amazing feature really is
for the U-turn.
Yeah,
the turning circle.
The turning circle is by far the best turning circle I ever had in any car that I have driven. This is really a big compliment here. It's the same turning circle like the Volkswagen Up.
Yeah, very similar to the Volkswagen Up.
Amazing.
For this big car, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a mid-sized SUV, right? And it's amazing.
It feels like you can turn on point.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So parking easy.
What else do we have? We have this climate function, right?
Yeah, climate basically should mean
the AC
air
function.
condition, I think. So
we have here some cool functions, right? A smart climate for defrost, warm feet, warm hands, cool feet, fresh air, quick cooling. So if I press on quick cooling now, right, immediately cools the car.
Yeah, it's like maximum cooling.
Here I have seat heating. I can turn it on, I can turn it off. What I don't really like is that it doesn't have seat cooling, because especially here in China, it's pretty warm, right?
It would have been nice, like in the high-end version, it would have been nice.
Seat cooling is kind of a must.
I mean, it's an entry mid-level SUV. You know, what can you expect? But seat cooling would have been nice. Yeah.
What is another cool thing here? Let's go back into here. You can actually change the temperature by sliding over.
Yeah, you have this touch surface in here.
Or you can just press
and
like
tap.
Yeah. And tap.
You just tap.
The same for the audio. You can press and turn it higher. Now it's working.
It wasn't working
because I'm back in the radio. Yeah. Okay.
Let's try to get rid of this mosquito in here. One thing which I say they should fix is this part here. All lights up at night. This part here doesn't light up at night. So those ones, they do not have a backlight, which in my opinion should be in there, even though as a driver you can control all the things in here from the steering wheel, of course. That's not an issue, but like in my opinion, those should be illuminated at night. Yeah.
I think what is quite cool as well, that the display is actually facing the driver.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you.
It feels very, how do you say,
natural.
Yeah.
So it's not this plain surface. And to be honest, like in a lot of cars, you have this massive vertical screens. It just looks like you have a computer screen in here. This one is totally sufficient.
Yes,
it's bright. It's enough. You know, I don't expect more, and I don't need more.
Exactly.
So and it's really light. So even driving in sunshine, it gives you all the information you need. So from this perspective, big plus.
Should we have a quick look into the back seats?
I would say so.
Because I think here in the front we discussed everything. Okay. Very spacious here in the back. Very spacious.
Yeah, it's really nice. You have this completely flat surface in the middle, and here I can show a little bit.
For sure. So actually 3 people can sit here without any problems.
So your height, Andy, is 1.91 m.
Exactly.
So headspace is absolutely sufficient.
Absolutely, totally fine. And here in the front as well. Very comfortable, very comfortable.
We got, also we can talk a little bit here. We got the outlets for the air conditioning.
Exactly, then you get an USB port to charge your mobile phone. You have a bit of storage space here. What is also very nice here in the back is the stitching, right? And what is quite cool here is this one. You can
got
see.
a small pocket in here.
Yeah, you can put actually your mobile phone in here.
That's
quite
convenient.
Cool. Yes. What is also convenient is here, right?
With the standard.
For some bottles.
Exactly.
This is very standard. Let's open up here. This is pretty simple, right? You can put in 2 bottles, 2 cups. Unfortunately, you can't cover it, so you can actually relax. But yeah, it looks alright.
Got your hand in the cup holders. Yeah. We got 3 headrests.
Exactly. You can adjust them.
So there can be 3 people easily be sitting at the back here.
But also here is quite cool, right? The headrest, the stitching all around, all these details, they look pretty,
they
look pretty nice.
They have more details than the international version.
They make a big difference, these details.
Yeah, they do.
Let's start the car quickly, then we can put down this.
Yeah, so let me check as well. So let me just turn the camera up. Exactly, so this is me and Andy sitting in the car. Also, I'm gonna put the headrest a little bit up. Close the door maybe. So really like, I'm even slightly taller, so I'm 1.98 m, 97, more or less, so I have enough headspace.
Yes.
I really have, and this is a mid-size SUV, really. So this is not a big SUV like the ID.6 or something similar. So mid-size SUV, small detail on here. You got the reading lights, touch control. You just tap on it and they switch on and off. Of course, Andy has the same one as there as well on the other side. And now you lock yourself in.
Okay, open my door.
No, we have the child control inside, so we locked in our car. Nice.
Nice.
All right, we're now coming to the trunk section. We have a complete volume of 484 liters in this configuration. So you can just have a look inside. A standard cover in here. We got a latch you can open, so there's charging material here. So you can, and your emergency kit, of course. And if we flip down the rear seats, we have a total volume of 1,546 liters. So quite a lot of space. We can just do that and flip them over. Number 1. Let me just go to the other side. Number 2 in here. Got a very spacey volume. However, we do not have an open and we do not have a plain loading surface in here. So there's still like a little bit of a bump to, like if you lift stuff into it. However, this also gives you a bigger volume, So I think it's okay. We have a 12-volt charger in here on the left side. So if you go camping or you have like, a small fridge or something running in your trunk, you can use it. No problem at all. We have electric closing and electric opening by key, of course. And we do have a sensor. All right, another feature which I don't like so much, to be honest, is that the rear camera here is underneath the Volkswagen logo. So it's basically here in this position. So it gets dirty. You have a washer in here. So basically it's getting washed as soon as you press the windscreen wiper washer. So difficult word. But before it has been just included in the logo. So basically the logo would twist, pop out, and the camera would be underneath the logo. That was the case for the Passat models. So this here will get dirty. So a little bit, not so nice point about it.
So we basically heard that there are a lot of issues with the voice control in the Volkswagen ID.4X or ID.4 in general. So we cannot say that it works quite well. So let's try it. Hello Volkswagen. Turn off air condition.
Turning off air conditioning.
Hello Volkswagen. Turn air condition back on.
Turning on air conditioning.
Hello Volkswagen. Play some music.
Okay, playing the song for you.
Okay. So as you can see, this works really well.
It
not an issue. The voice is a little bit robotic, but
Yeah.
it works perfectly. So for us, this is not an issue in this car. I think it's important to mention. Alright, we're now driving on Shanghai's elevated roads here and going to talk a little bit about driving specs, the feeling and the functions of the car, which I personally really like is the setup that Volkswagen did here. We talked a little bit in the interior video about it with this small called ID display. So all the driver information is in here and it's really easy to read. Okay, I really like the positioning of the gear lever. Really interesting concept they did here. And I have to say it's very convenient. So for me, I like it. Great job. This car version does not have a head-up display, but it's available. So I'm a little bit missing that, but Volkswagen is providing that. So it's included in the premium line and also available as a special add-on. So that's no problem, but we don't have it in this particular car. And everything else, I mean, the car does not feel super sporty like a Tesla 3 or something, which is okay. It's not the same target group, it's a different concept. We get 124 kilowatts, so don't expect it to hit forward extremely fast, but it's absolutely sufficient. So it's good driving. It's a good driving experience, and I have to say also the steering is very direct. It's very precise. So for a car in that class, it's really, there's nothing to complain. Absolutely not. Here's a nice cockpit view. So basically that's the driver's perspective. Here the main infotainment screens also get a little bit of an angle, so it's twisted towards the driver. And it's easy to use, it's easy to read. Also it's very light today, so we have pure sunshine. And the cover from the panoramic roof is rolled back, so it's very bright in here, but it's no problem at all to read all the displays. They're very bright, no problem at all. Controls here, steering wheel, standard controls, easy to access. So the steering, you got these touch buttons, which do feel very good, a little bit like on the iPhone. So you have the feeling that you're actually pushing a button, but it's just, you know, simulating the haptics. And it's the same in here, in this area. So I would say let's talk about like some facts we like about the car and we don't like about the car. So
exactly.
Let's maybe start what we do not like. It's not so much, it's just some minor things, so which I think still needs to be fixed is the charging.
For the mobile phone,
yeah,
for
the
sure,
wireless charging.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this one needs to be fixed.
About the rear windows, right?
Yeah, this switching between front and rear windows honestly, I'd like to have 4 buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
4
I
buttons
agree
for
with
every
that.
window, like in every other sedan car or SUV. That's basically from my side. But anything else, to be honest, is really good. Do you have any negative aspects you want to add?
Actually, not. Yeah, here about the lights on the display, maybe, right? For the
Yeah,
night,
that
it's
should
very
be
hard to see that.
illuminated.
But other than that, actually not.
Yeah,
So let's talk about the great advantages in this car, right?
I think from my side, because we've been driving a lot
Yeah.
in these 2-3 days, and to be honest, the battery really convinced me. Volkswagen did an awesome job with this car and the battery. It's very reliable. You get an exact information how long you can still drive. You have a really good range. We've been driving around, like in heat, we got air conditioning on, we
Yeah.
had music playing, we had everything going on in this car, and you get really reliable information of how long you still can drive. It's not like, you know, it's not like that it just suddenly jumps from like 80% down to 60, down to 30. No, it goes down basically like you know, like in a car with fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Very reliable and great.
Very steady. So battery wise, very
Very
big
good.
thumbs up for Volkswagen.
What I like a lot as well is the design in the inside, the interior design.
Absolutely.
It's really elegant
Yeah.
and sporty with all the nice stitching,
A lot of details.
a lot of details,
Yeah.
especially with the cool interior light,
Yeah. So
with the display.
yeah,
Very well done.
and driving the car also, like very direct steering. You don't feel the car is 1.9 tons. You don't feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, as mentioned before, the suspension is maybe a little bit too hard, too strong, a bit too sporty.
I find it good because I like it a little bit more sporty. So for me, I didn't like it. I wouldn't have come up with this idea.
Yeah.
So for me, it felt like natural.
Yeah.
I like a precise kind of steering. So, but people have different opinions about it.
Yeah, for
Absolutely
sure.
fine. Everybody's different.
And I think one more thing to say is this car here in China costs 200,000 RMB, right? It's about 26,000 euro
Yeah.
starting price. But even the premium version is just about 35,000 euros.
That's-
So that's amazing.
That's
Great value.
It is steal
Yeah.
for this car. Really,
sure.
honestly. So I'm a little bit disappointed this car is not like on sale in the international market.
Unfortunately not. Just the ID Crozz.
Just the ID Crozz, not the ID.4X. So maybe they will change that in future because those design features are just awesome.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our video about the Volkswagen ID.4X. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to follow our tech channel here on YouTube.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And we hope to see you next time. And greetings from Shanghai. Take care.
Yo, bye.